I'm Heather Slesser with the University of Wisconsin-Madison Division of Extension in Marathon County. Today, I am joined by Dr. Matt Akins, Extension Dairy Specialist and Assistant Scientist in the Department of Dairy Sciences, and Kimberly Schmidt, Agriculture Extension Educator for the Extension Office in Shawano County. They are going to speak with us about the fact sheet they co-authored entitled Dairy Cattle Ration Management During Summer. Kimberly, could you tell us how can feed intake levels be used to determine heat stress in cattle?
During times of warmer weather, a decrease in intake can be an indicator of heat stress. Usually when moderate heat stress is taking place, you will see a decrease right around 10% of what your normal intake would be for your herd. However, at severe levels of heat stress, that can increase to even greater amounts.
Dr. Akins, when dealing with heat stress, why is fat sometimes added to the diet?
There's a couple reasons why we add fat when animals are under heat stress. One reason is their intakes are generally lower under heat stress. Adding fat will help to increase the energy content of the diet so they maintain the energy that they're taking in and hopefully will maintain milk production. The other reason is that supplemental fat won't have as much fermentation heat like fiber or starch, which helps to reduce the amount of heat production in the animal. So it might help the animal deal with heat stress a little bit better than if you didn't have the fat in the diet.
Dr. Akins, why do the mineral levels in the diet have to be adjusted when dealing with heat stress?
This is again related to the intakes that are usually lower for heat stress animals. When animals have lower intake, they're going to have a lower amount of mineral intake if the mineral concentrations in the diet aren't increased. So that's why typically if you know that animals might have lower intakes during a period of heat stress, you might a couple weeks ahead of time increase those slightly. Other options are to do a free choice mineral salt block. Where the animals can actually adjust how much salt intake they have, because generally during heat stress they're going to be drinking more water and have increased urination, so they're going to be losing some electrolytes that way. So having a free choice salt source is really helpful during that time as well.
Kimberly, why is it important to monitor the feeding behavior of cattle during times of heat stress?
Changes in feeding behavior at any time, but especially during times of heat stress, are important indicators of what's going on in the herd. Decreases in intake can alert you to make changes in the diet to increase energy concentration to maintain production, while increased sorting or slug feeding can indicate a risk of acidosis and allow you to make changes such as changing the number of feedings per day or adjusting the particle length in the diet to help combat that risk.
Thank you for being here today and sharing this wonderful information about your fact sheet.